Tide Talk with Whip is back. Wow. I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I want a cigarette and I want some bourbon on the rocks. That was a rough game. And you know what's weird too? It's, I said it early. I thought it was a trap game for us. Williams Bryce Stadium is a hard place to play. It's underrated when it comes to that. Mike Shula is their offensive coordinator. I figured he had it circled on his calendar. That was a big one. Just because they've lost a lot of games, they're a good team. I don't care what anybody says. They got a defensive end and some of those defensive linemen I would love to have. They played their butts off. Hats off to the fans there. They were amazing. They were loud. They never gave up. They were always in it and they were in it. They were rocking that stadium. They were making us struggle. Obviously, they played their butts off. And hats off to their coaching staff. I mean, they were prepared. They were ready, and they took us all 4 rounds. It was like a heavyweight bout. So hats off to you guys. You don't have anything to hang your heads about. Like I said, the Gamecocks came to play, and we struggled, and we won it, thank goodness, but they gave us all we wanted. And it was a game, it was a tale of two halves. I mean, it was just little mistakes that made the difference between in where it seemed like the game was gone for Bama was our mistakes, and then it was their mistakes that seemed like the game was lost. Like I said, my voice, sorry, it's messed up because unfortunately I was screaming at the TV the whole time and trying to help Bama coach. But anyway, hats off to even Bama's coaching staff. They just kept us in it. Hats off to DeBoer for kept going for fourth downs when we were in trouble because he believed in our team. And he kept the foot on the gas. He didn't stop. And so hats off to the players for not giving up, fighting for the adversity all 4 quarters. Every minute of all 4 quarters, that game was not in our favor. And that's what you do when you win ball games in the SEC, period. Let's get into it. Like I said, SC got the ball to start. They drove down our throats, 3-0, kicked a field goal. Bama got it. We go 3 and out, still 3-0 at South Carolina. South Carolina gets the ball back. Bama gets a big INT for 6. Huge. I can't tell you how big this was because we were not scoring points. We were not converting third downs on offense. This was huge for us, 7-3 Bama. SC gets it back, 3 and out. 7-3 Bama. And let me just go ahead and stop. I'm right here. Bama's defense came to play all darn 4 quarters. They were all gas, no brakes. They were in your face, no quit. That's what championship clubs do, period. Hats off to you guys. Okay, Bama gets the ball back, 3 and out again, 7-3 Bama. SC gets it back. They drive down the field again. Big crucial mistake for South Carolina. They missed a field goal. It was big, still 7-3 Bama. Like I said, Bama gets it. Like I said, we're struggling. We get a 15-yard to get a first down. Gets called back from a holding penalty. Then we get down to a third down, like in 25. We foul that up. They get a big penalty, makes it closer. And then Simpson, we're still fighting. It's still kind of okay on that drive. They get around Simpson and they cause a fumble, a strip fumble. Still 7-3. SC gets it. Massive Bama penalty against Yanze. Helps them extend the drive. They get a field goal, 7-6 Bama. 7-6 South Carolina, excuse me. Bama gets it. We go all the way down the field. 4th and 1, 4th and 3 in that range. DeBoer, brass balls of steel. He goes down, says, nope, you're going for it. I'm not giving you an easy out for a field goal. Huge. This is huge. Get a TD, go ahead, TD to Cuevas. It was big. And in that run, let me go ahead and give credit to big runs from Daniel Hill. He did great. Big runs there. We're not doing good in the runs, and we'll see later as I go down and break down some of the statistics in the game. SC gets it. They go 3 and out. We got a big sack that stopped that drive. Big sack. Like I said, Bama, we get the ball back. No points. We try 14-6 Bama. Then we're driving down the field. Bama gets the ball back after half. We get 4th and 1. Williams drops a 4th and 1 right in the breadbasket. And it was a good pass. Like I said, still a 14-6 Bama. SC gets it back. One play, TD, boom. 14-12 Bama. Everybody's starting to sweat. Bama, we go 3 and out again, 14-12 Bama. SC gets it, we make him punt, 14-12 Bama. Bama gets it back, bad pass to Bernard from Simpson. He was wide open to extend the drive, done. And we would have scored on that play because it was a perfectly drawn up play by Grubb. Like, it was perfectly called, great timing. SC gets it back. They miss an easy INT. Bama misses an easy INT to stop the drive. They go down, get a field goal, 15-14, South Carolina. Like I said, Bama gets it. 5th straight, 3 and out, 15-14, South Carolina. Like I said, I can't tell you how us Bama fans were sweating this. That's why I give you credit, South Carolina, because you gave us all we wanted. South Carolina gets the ball back, 3 and out, 15-14, South Carolina. Then they're kicking the ball off to Bama, and Mbakwe is not paying attention, and the ball grazes him. They block the other receiver down there. Don't get it. They get it. We literally give them a TD. We give them a TD. South Carolina scores because they're inside the 30. Done. Boom. Everybody's starting to sweat. I'm sweating. Bama fans are sweating. The players are sweating. I mean, it looks like it's going to be bad. Like I said, they feel it. The momentum's changed. It is getting bad by this point. Bama gets it. Bernard gets a TD, like I said, and it's into the game. I mean, we drove down. I mean, there's seconds left. I mean, like 4 minutes left. I mean, it's getting nitty gritty. We tied up. Like I said, it's 22-22. Like I said, it's insane. You know, like I said, we're floored. SC scored because it was 15-14. It makes them go 22-14. So we had to go for it. We had to get a 2-point forward and keep the game going like we knew it. It's coming down to the nitty gritty. It's under the 2-minute warning. Like I said, we're nervous. SC gets it. This was one of the biggest plays in the game for us. And without this game, we lose the game. I'm telling you, without this play from Tim Keenan, their quarterback, Sellers, runs with the ball. We stand him up. Thank God there was no whistle. On the way down, his hand is barely not even getting down, and his knees are not down. They held him up. We stripped the ball. They call it play down, not a fumble. They went back and looked at it. Last minute, they called it a fumble. Went back and looked at it in the review booth. Fumble. Boom. It was very clear. That was the play of the game. One of the top 3, in my opinion, play of the game. Like I said, huge. Bama goes down. We fake an end around. We're trying to just get the clock down. We're trying just to get in field goal position because we're close. We're trying to get Talty something inside of 30 yards. They fake an end around. Crazy gadget play. It worked. They bit on the fake. We faked them out of their dang shoes. Bernard stays in bounds. They don't tackle him because they think he's going to go down because he's like tight roping the right-hand side of the field. They think it's, and I couldn't believe it. So they literally let him score. Like, they had a linebacker with a beat on him. He just kind of gave up on the play, literally just gave up on the play and got a touchdown. That was huge. That was so momentously big. Huge from Bernard, who always comes up big in big games. SC gets it back. They pass for incomplete. Then we sack them. 29-22 Bama. Oh, my God. I can't tell you how big that fourth quarter was for Bama. I mean, because at that point, at one point early in the fourth quarter, we had 0 rushing yards. We had nothing. Our quarterback was running for his life. He was struggling to hit players because he was running, couldn't set his feet. When he did, some of the players were dropping it. They were struggling today. Like I said, Ty Simpson was 24 of 34 or 43, 24 of 43, 252 for yards and 2 touchdowns. He only had a 55 completion rate. Like I said, hats off to South Carolina. They were getting their hands over the line of scrimmage, their defensive line. They were blocking balls. They were knocking it down. There was two passes they could have picked. They could have picked off. And thank God they're playing defense because they don't play offense because they couldn't catch it. Hats off to Daniel Hill. He was the number 1 receiver. Hopefully this is not bad. I got this off ESPN. Daniel Hill, the running back, was the leading receiver. He had 4 receptions for 76 yards. Amazing. Like I said, other guys that contributed but did struggle. Williams had 7 recoveries for 71 yards. Bernard had 5 recoveries for 54 yards and 1 touchdown in the end zone. That was big, right at the end of the game to run it through. And like I said, that's why you don't stop on plays. That's why you finish plays. That's why you always finish plays. Cuevas, he had 3 recoveries and he had 16 yards. He had 1 crucial third down conversion that one of the last drives that helped us win the game. Team rushing for Bama. They said it last week on the Dynasty podcast. They talked about it. AJ McCarron said, and so did, like I said, the whole group on that podcast. 73 yards. We're struggling rushing. We struggled. Man, did we struggle. Only 73 team rushing yards, and that was rough, man. And we couldn't extend drives either. Stewart, the South Carolina defensive end, that guy was a menace. I mean, he was in that backfield. I thought he put a bed back there because he was just living back there. They were eating Carroll's lunch. I mean, like I said, there's a reason he's going to be a first rounder. I wish Bama had him. He is amazing. SC, South Carolina, they had 120 rushing yards. They had 213 passing yards, and then they were 17 of 32 on passing. It was rough. It was one of those nasty, gritty, grimy SEC games where you just have to get out and win. That's all there is to it. It's one of those things where there's just no getting around it. You just fight and fight and fight and fight and fight, and it's rough, man, and you hate it, and man, it is one of the toughest things to do, and you have to do it week in and week out. You have to play. It's one of those games you love to win because it makes you feel good that you can come together and have a complete win and just do amazing stuff, and it builds for the next game. It builds the confidence in players, the confidence in the coaches to take to go for it. It's just phenomenal. And like I said, I just can't reiterate how big that was. I can't reiterate how amazing it was. Let's go over some team stats. Almost identical in some of these stats. Like South Carolina had 333 total yards. Bama had 325. Bama had 2 turnovers, and South Carolina had 2 turnovers. First down ratios. This was absolutely crazy. These stats. The South Carolina had 18 first downs. Bama had 17 to 18. Penalties. Bama had 6 for 52 yards. South Carolina had 5 for 40. Third downs, we were 8 of 16. We were barely 500 there. But so were they. They were 6 of 17. Fourth downs, they were 2 of 2. We were 2 of 3. Possession time, we had 27 minutes and 27 seconds. They had 32 minutes and 33 seconds. I mean, they were almost identical when you look at it. And it was just those little mistakes, the little margins made all the difference in the world. That's why I know Bama fans are mad about this, but that's why I keep giving South Carolina credit for this. They took us to the wire. Absolutely took us to the wire. It was phenomenal what they did. And it was even more phenomenal that Bama kept fighting. I mean, I felt as a fan, the game's over. It's done. And that one fumble turned around the game. I mean, in under 2 minutes, turned the game around for Bama. I mean, and the balls to do an end-around fake play to Bernard. And then, like I said, this is why you finish plays. That South Carolina linebacker thought he was going to go down and run out the clock and then kick a field goal. He said, no, I'm going to keep going and get the touchdown in this game. I mean, those things are crucial. Just finishing plays, tackling, all that. It's just, I can't give Bama enough credit for the resiliency they showed in this game. And the resiliency South Carolina had to keep taking it to us. And we had no answers for most of the three and a half quarters. So hats off to Bama. Love it. Roll Tide, man. I just can't get over this hard-fought SEC win. I don't care if you're ranked or not. In the SEC, a win is a win. And these are the gritty, grimy wins you need to get to the playoffs, period. And to have your to have your identity as a team and just build character. I love it. Roll Tide. Y'all have a great one. I'm out.